Each week we take time in our home church gatherings to talk about generosity, how we can steward the resources that God has given us through avenues like tithe and offering to fuel God's commission of being disciples that are making more disciples. And a few weeks ago in our collective service, I shared about the official approval of a building loan for $250,000 to do some much-needed deferred maintenance around our property. And I just wanted you to know we're just wrapping up an appraisal on the building, and then we should have access to the funds to begin working. And I know you know this, but this loan is a huge step of faith for us as home churches. We're looking at a monthly loan payment of just under $1,600. And as we've shared in the financial updates, right, some months we've ended up under budget. So how are we going to afford an extra $1,600 a month? Like, how does that math work out? Just want you to know if that's a question you have, it's a great question. And I just want to kind of quickly answer that from two sort of aspects of how we choose to operate as a church. And the first way that we choose to operate as a church is a step of faith. It's out of faith. Like, I don't fully know how God will provide the full $250,000 yet. Yet I and the Board of Administration, we can't shake the call of God to steward this property and to see it serve as a hub for partnership and blessing to this community for generations to come. And the board and I, also, so we've got sort of this faith aspect. We've also got a practical aspect. And the board and I have come up with some practical ways we can see $1,600 come in every month. And one of those ways is through new partners in the building. And I'm excited to share that next Sunday, starting the 10th, we have a new partner, the Church of Tonga and Pastor Saya, coming into the building on Sunday afternoons. And you'll get a chance to meet the Church of Tonga folks at the block party on the 17th. Yet there are also other ways that we will go about seeing that $1,600 accomplished, other practical ways. One straightforward way is for our giving to increase. If you call Oasis your home church and you're not participating in generosity, how can you take a next step? If you're giving something, could you begin to give on a consistent basis? A tithe is something in Scripture that we see, which is 10% of your income given generously back to God. So if you're giving consistently but not tithing, maybe that's the next step. If you're tithing, could you maybe take a step of faith and give above and beyond towards the building loan? Maybe it's $25 a month or $50 a month, $100 a month. It doesn't take much to make a huge difference if we all step in together. And we'll also be putting together, I think I shared this as well in that collective service, we're going to be putting together a legacy giving campaign for folks that have been connected to Burien over the years. There are so many people who dearly love this place. And we'll be putting together a giving campaign as a way to invite them to give generously towards the longevity of the building. And so you'll see more info on that as we go into the fall. Another way that we'll continue to work on this is cutting operating costs where we can. We show you the numbers each month because we want to steward well the generosity of God's people. And the board is always working with me to help us refine our spending, to help us operate lean so that the most of our incoming funds can go towards ministry and to mission. I'm looking forward to sharing more with you as we kind of get into the building update mode. But the first project will be replacing our flat roof, which I've told you, it's like Swiss cheese, guys. It's not great. And the work on that flat roof is actually penciled to begin on Monday, September 11th. So there's lots of exciting things happening. And listen, your generosity helps to fuel all of it. You are a generous people, Oasis. And I just want to say thanks for your continued faithful giving.